Friday Night Live with your host, your brother Methos and the Freak, and recently escaped from the basement, Hoodies. And now for the car wreck of the show, welcome to the Cross and Fizz. And we are freaking live. Make sure you guys are unmuted.
What is up, beautiful people? It's Wolf Brother Methos.
I am El Frico.
Give me my trumpets.
Oh, hold on. Wait. I got it. Yeah, there it is. Like, there you go. yeah. So there you go.
And it is ascended trash oni.
Wow.
We got some hobby badasses in the chat tonight, including Who Took My Dice,
Who took his dice?
Brother Superfly, Lupus Canis, and Mr. Fish.
Fishy fish. Goldfish? Yes, please.
Let's see. Brother Steve from Who Took My Dice says, "Have a blast tonight, gents. I'll catch you all later." Who Took My Dice usually is in bed a little early, but he almost always catches us the next morning. Brother Superfly, check it.
I always falls up in the morning. There's a lie.
Superfly says, check it in. Heck, hey, one and all, how goes my hobby heroes? How goes you, my brother? Because you are.
Wait, he's talking to us? Oh. I was like, Obstinatious not here. I'm sorry, you have the wrong show, sir.
We got Brother Lupus says, smash the like button. Cheers. Speaking
Smash it now.
So I mentioned Brother Who Took My Dice. He's a family man, busy guy, lots of things going on. So he usually goes to sleep a little early on a Friday night. Lupus, on the other hand, I don't know when Brother Lupus sleeps.
From what I understand, he catches sleep at every possible red light.
Oh no! Hopefully not.
Hey, it's effective. Somebody honks the horn. Oh, okay. I'm just resting my eyes.
Hopefully, it's somebody honking a horn and not the cop knocking on your window going,
Sorry. Have you had anything to drink?
No. I have today. Methos knows about it.
Yep.
That kind of day, huh?
I'll talk about it during my poke chop.
During your poke chop.
Goodness.
Fishy fish. Where did my fishy fish go?
Birthday.
Hey. We don't speak Swedish Chef over here.
Oh, dang it.
This is a family show.
Oh.
Since when?
Board.
There was a time period for a while where Brother Darklight and I would replay, especially it was like we were preparing for, watching our language around our first baby, mine and Lily's, not mine and Darklight's. Let's just to be clear.
Hey, hey. 2020, it's 2023, baby.
And so, anyways, for a while there, we jokingly this was a time period where jokingly we started replacing some of our swear words with Swedish Chef. You get so frustrated, especially we were doing Call of Duty and Halo like religiously every weekend at the time, and so you just get one of those situations. Freak, you've been there. We used to do Call of Duty 2 all the time, man. You know the situation where it just feels like your bullets are made of milk all of a sudden. Just God, burn.
Yep. Bob Saget. Yep, I remember those days.
I'll just keep quiet then.
What?
I don't have that issue.
What is this sleep you speak of? I would say it's a myth, but I literally just rolled away from the couch not too long ago. Usually me, Lily, and the kids have a Friday night, tradition where we get some takeaway and we spend like the couple of hours before the show all together watching a couple of our favorite, like game themed YouTube channels and stuff like that. And it's just kind of a way for us all to relax after a busy week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched like the first 2 videos with the fam, and then the next thing I know, it was 8 o'clock, and and Lily's waking me up, and I've missed almost all of the videos together. But not just me; the 2 kiddos were passed out on the couch next to me, and like my youngest one had both of the kitten twins just laying on their chest. Just the 4 of us just passed out right there. Them on the couch, me slumped against the couch. we
All
we
drunk
felt,
and everything. I mean, just
yeah. The kiddos with their sandwiches, partially eaten because we had Subway tonight. Yeah, Lily was the only one still awake. We all ditched her apparently and passed out. Feel bad.
Don't feel bad. Feel glad.
All right, so I know both of you have some exciting news to talk about with your pork chops this week. So, Brother Oni, why don't you go first?
I wouldn't really say exciting. Some of it's not exciting.
You got the new gear you were showing off before the stream.
Oh yeah, that part, yeah. But the other stuff, woo. So
dangerous.
So I had this brilliant idea of 3D printing something for something that comes out this weekend. That's something, And a friend of the channel hooked us up with a file of the something, and then Methos was like, you can pre-support it, make it usable for us. I was like, yeah, sure. Load it up. Not support it. I have to support it. I have to support it myself. Print it out. Test print. No, none of the things fit. So I'm cutting, grinding, sanding, trying to make things fit. Cut my finger.
Ugh.
And I wished ill will on the sculptor because of the way he made it.
You guys know we're big Key and Peele fans here on the show, and he wished Dick Nanigans upon them.
Dick Nanigans. And so my plan was to have the video finished by today, so the video could be posted today. That's not happening because the amount of time that the model took to get it like in a spot where I can actually paint it and put together, that took the longest. So look for it next week.
It's looking good though, guys. He showed us.
Oh, I hate it.
He hates it, but it's looking good.
Yeah, so during our weekly hobby time, I mean, I joined at the tail end of it because I was so infuriated with it.
Slightly tilted.
I didn't want them to, hear me cursing throughout the whole hobby hangout.
You should have seen the progression in the chat. Like, guys, I think I finally got this to a workable point. I'm going to try and get this done by the release date. Okay, cool. Guys, I just had to cut all of the audio from this video because there's way too much swearing. Oh, okay.
That was like, guys, I have to cut the video. I have to cut the video.
The progression, you could just, even though it was just text, you ever guys read a text and you can see how pissed off they are through text? The progression of those chats was coming through.
Some people say that you really can't tell emotion through text or email, so that's why they say pick up the phone and call. You didn't have to with Oni. No. We understood the voice or the intensity of the text, and we're like, oh. Oof.
But yeah, so I finished the green armor, and then when I got on the hobby, the hangout, I was like, all right, when this is done, do any of you guys want it? 'Cause I don't want this trash.
He didn't say trash at first. He's like, either of you guys want this when I'm done with it? And, I was like, man, you're putting a lot of time and effort into this, and we appreciate that. You're just looking us up with the file.
No. I don't want this crap.
He's like, I will throw this away. Oh.
He was serious, too. We're like...
Yeah, after I was done painting it and the video was posted, I was like, if you guys don't want it, I will throw it away.
Yeah,
I don't care.
He's like, no, you don't understand. I will post the video, and as soon as the video is posted, I will throw it in the trash. I was like, oh, damn. You guys know how sometimes the trash is fuller than you want it to be, and then you just take your foot and you stomp down on the trash? I feel like that's what would have happened with the bottle in the trash.
I think it was one of those situations where will literally put his entire foot in the bin and continue to slam it over and 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 over. People walking by, look at him, then just keep walking away. Still slamming that. Yep. He was that mad.
Myself, I want all the loyal Primarchs. So I was like, well, okay, if that's going to be the case, wait a minute. I got the last bit of loot from Odie that he didn't want. Freak, you can have first dibs. I was like,
yeah, how'd that work out?
She's right here. Oh, chat, I found her. I found her.
You were there when he found it.
Yep.
In the exact same Space Wolf case I checked in 700 times.
You were looking for something.
I was getting the dice out of my Space Wolf box.
That's what it was, yeah. And you're like, oh, she's here.
He's like, oh, see, I did find it. I knew where it was all the time. Oh, look, see, here it is. Oni, there.
It's crazy. I went into that box 700 times looking for miniatures. Never found it. I go there looking for dice. I find the missing miniature.
Oni was like, I knew he was going to throw it away. I told him it was trash. Yeah.
We got TMP in the chat. Brother Rob, what is up, my brother? Good to see you, Brother Rob.
Bonjour.
We got Waylander. Good morning, Bill, my friend. He says, good morning, sweet faces. How you doing? We got Brother Marine in the chat. Happy Friday, guys.
Holy crap. What the hell?
Good to see you, brother. So that was one thing. And then Tuesday, I bought a part for my bike, a sissy bar. And then today, I bought a brand new helmet with Bluetooth. Got that sucker on there because tomorrow, Freak and I are going on a ride.
Yeah. Nice.
And Methos gonna ride on my lap.
Yep. He goes, I'm like, yeah, he put the sissy bar on so I can ride with him. Freak goes, but he doesn't have a seat. I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit straight on Odie's cushion. He's like, there is no cushion. It's just the end of the bike and then the sissy bar. I said, hey, he's been hitting the gym. He's been doing squats. There is cushion for pushing.
And then, of course, there's the interpretation of cushion. I stopped right there.
It's funny because it took Freak like 2 minutes to get the joke.
Because I was sitting there, and I'm technical and all that. I'm trying to. This is impossible, Methos.
It was he's like pulling up pictures of the bike. Yeah,
I was like, look, as you can see, and I'm showing
right there,
showing freaking diagrams. Yeah, I had graphs and all kinds of stuff. I had Dude, I had PowerPoints and shit.
You guys ever seen the meme of the lady and then it has all the like?
That was me.
That was freaky.
I had all kinds of equations going through, and I was like,
Like, this does not compute.
No, you can't. No. And then Methos is laughing like he's laughing now, and I'm like, oh, you meant it sexual. That's awkward. And they're laughing amongst each other, pushing each other in the bushes. I'm like, ugh, I hate y'all. I can't stand it.
Waylander said Ferris Mana should be the cheapest loyal Primarch, be a full head shorter than the others. Rip.
Thank you, Marine.
Alfaris is the most expensive Renegade Primarch. You need around 100,000 points. 100,000 points of him. They're all Alfarius.
And then today we had lunch. Our boss bought us lunch, and then he also bought a huge bottle of tequila.
Huge. Really?
Yeah. So
Damn.
we had tequila shots during lunch.
What?
And then we had to work after that.
Oh my gosh.
So I was posting in the D&D checks there. Everybody was congratulating Razzie. And then I was like, oh man.
Man, I'm so wasted right now.
I was like, I can't do this.
By the way, big shout out to Brother Darklight. Got his new gig, starts his new job on Monday.
Yeah.
Mad respect. Can I get an 07 salute in the chat for Brother Darklight? Big congrats to Brother Reyes.
And then the funny thing is, 30 minutes after our lunch ended, I had a meeting to attend. So I had to talk because the person we had our meeting with is the IT director for all the North American Broadway theaters. So yeah.
How'd that go?
Yeah.
Are you better or worse IT when you're toasted?
Yeah. Yes.
Methos, the question that we're supposed to be asking is, did you have your credit card on hand at the time?
How do you think I bought the helmet and the...
There it is. There it is.
That's
Lit-Oni
awesome.
came out to play.
What do you think about the helmet?
Ooh, I didn't know Fohammer doing a 3D printer prize giveaway worth around $1,500. Speaking of which, I'm having these fine gentlemen take a look at my printer manana.
Yeah.
We are?
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, Freak.
Oh, you're bringing it?
Yes,
Yep.
I asked him to bring it.
Oh, okay.
Fohammer. My brother-in-law that I'm doing this D&D painting commission for called me up earlier, and he's like, hey, I just want you to know, I just found, I think it was one of those Humble Bundle things. He's like, I found for, a few bucks, I can grab 60 STLs for you. And a couple of it are things that, I'm going to want. But mostly, it's just a gift to you for helping me with all this stuff. I'm like, sweet. Oh, wait. If you're getting it as a gift, let me make sure that my printer's working first. I was like, we're going to take a look at it tomorrow, see if we can get it working. But that would be a shame for him to gift me a bunch of files that I can't use. So. Triple G, welcome to Grumpy Guy Gaming.
Oh, God.
Good to see you, my friend. This guy did some real legit 1-to-1 scale terrain work earlier, putting together some bunk beds for his kiddos. So good to see you doing some dad stuff, my friend.
But yeah, that's my pork chop.
Nice. Very nice pork chop, my friend. I've got something to go with his poke chop later on.
Yeah, that's it.
Freak Olicioso, what
Yo!
you got, baby?
Oh, actually, no. I forgot one thing. Since I won't be making it to the convention with you guys in June, I'm actually doing anime Matsuri in August, so I'll be doing a cosplay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I definitely won't be cosplaying just because funds are tight right now. We're just trying to save up spending cash for A-Con right now. But hopefully either by Matsuri or Onicon sometime this year.
Easy.
Hopefully at least by Matsuri
Yes,
or
guys,
Onicon.
I do have my own convention coming up.
Get out.
All right, bye.
No sleep tonight. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the ear infection, man.
Oh, man. Sorry, dude.
But this is in a way, and again, big. I'm sorry that this happened to your kiddo, but on the bright side, this is a great new dad opportunity. This is your opportunity to show up, capital S, capital U. You know, you're there as the dad figure in emergency. So that's kind of cool.
How do you think he would do it? I'm grumpy guy. I'm here for you. I will help you right now. No? I don't know why I sound like that. I hate Imperial Fist. Haha, screw you, freak. Oh. That was a good impersonation, right? It's pretty damn close. What do you think, Grumpy? Right on, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think mine's better, though.
Hey, freak. F you. That's probably more like... What's like...
Welcome to Grumpy Guy Game. Oh, shit. Waking up to Freak's face is the last thing I want.
That's pretty much it. Every time he sees me, he's like, oh shit. What? I turn on my computer and your face is there. I'm like, oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Waylander says, gotta love those hero dad moments. Yeah, once you're past the emergency, they do feel pretty good. You know, that feeling of, I was able to be there for my kiddo. Grumpy says, close.
Better. Nobody cares. He sounds like freaking Count Chocula. Whatever, man. You could have him, Grumpy. I don't care. I don't care, you Imperial Fist hating SOB. Whatever.
See, most people come on this show, they can't wait to work with Freak. Okay, I get Grumpy.
Yeah, you can have him. You can have that Imperial Fist killing son of a gun.
I get no.
Hey! Speaking of Imperial Fist, man. Oh my gosh! Did you see the oh god, I don't know what he called this freaking ships that he built that he painted.
Yeah.
Oh, good God, man! I was like, okay, I know you can't stand Imperial Fist, but dude, you made this. It's like you might as well own Imperial Fist because Dorn would be proud. Dorn would be like, I know you hate me, but I love you. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, he really...
Why did you sound like Sylvester Stallone right there?
I don't know. I imagine that's what Dorn sounds like. Dorn's got that, I don't know. I mean, he's got bashed in his head a couple of times. Yo, Grumpy. Hey, let me tell you something.
Say, yell out Adrian for me in Sylvester Stallone's name.
Adrian. Hey, yo, Grumpy, let me tell you. I really like what you're doing there, okay? Imperial Fish.
There's a little bit of LaQuisha in there.
Oh, damn it. I'll have to Chiquita? I'll have to rehearse that a little bit, yeah. Wait, I haven't painted dead infielders for some time. Need to do some soon, see? Yeah, you overdue.
We can't have him going through withdrawals. You know, you're starting a family. You can't be dealing with withdrawals at the same time. Freak say Sigismund in that voice. I know the famous line. Sigismund, I have no son.
Sigismund, I have no son. Like that? Sorry.
That was a little flat, Put some more gusto in it.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. Just
put some more feeling.
I don't have that basso kind of, baritone.
I think Dorn sounds like Patton Oswalt in The Birdcage. Do you know the film? I have no reference for this.
I don't think I've seen that one. No, I don't know. So I can see Dorn, like a crossover again between. I'm thinking he's more like Drago from Rocky IV.
Dolph Lundgren?
No, what? No, what?
Yeah,
Dolph Lundgren. That's the actor.
Oh, that's him. Okay, yes, that's him. Yeah, I must break you. That's Dorn. He kicks your door in, kicks in the nuts, and he says, "I must break you." That's Dorn.
Have a great night, fish. And we're going to be doing some painting and chatting after the show if you want to hang out. Freak Odysseus.
Hey.
What you got for a poke chop, baby?
Piece of crap.
So I've been working more on this Leviathan. I just about am finished with it. There he is.
No next twin brother.
Yes. He's going to have. Okay, so he's got flamer, the flamer titties, and then the claw. I love the claw. Freaking the claw.
Did you say flavor?
So
and then,
theoretically,
of course,
someone getting attacked by them would probably ask that dreadnought to cool their tits.
Cool their tits, yeah.
No, if that was me, I would have been like, "Please, Daddy, more."
If I put tape in front of the flamers, does that like pasties?
No, sorry, I meant please, mommy, more.
Oh, anyway. So I had to print the shoulder, the shoulder, yeah. So I got to take that off the printer. So this is pretty much done. So I've been working on that, and I'm going to base coat it and prime it and base coat it and give it to Robert, my son-in-law. Nice. And then so the rest of the stuff is all bike related, right? So I bought my wife a bike last week. It's it's a almost brand new 22 Honda Rebel 500 ABS SE. It's the Super Edition, whatever you want to call it. And it's a smaller bike. It's my wife is only 5'1". She's little, and so there's no way she can ride anything really bigger. And she's just starting out. She's never ridden before. She's going to take the course again. But this time she's actually going to take it where they're going to do it right. And so I wanted to pick up her bike before she actually took the course. That way it gives her a little motivation. And she was so excited. So I went to the dealer today after work, and I picked up the bike. It was there. My son-in-law dropped me off, and I'm thinking, okay, this is great. This is good. This is going to be good. But the thing is, the dealership happens to be on Highway 290. 290 is like the Autobahn here in Houston. Oh, God. The slowest speeds you can go there is 75. The speed limit's 65 there. But I'm telling you, you do not do any less than 75. And I get on this bike. There's no windshield. I'm a big guy. I was geared up. I can imagine what I look like on this damn bike. I probably looked like I was swallowing it the wrong way. And so I take this thing on the highway up, on the highway, and man, it got up. It did what it needed to do, but oh my gosh, I was puckering so bad right now. I know I built a volcano in that seat because Dude, I am serious. I really was nervous. That is such a small bike. For me traveling so fast, I felt so vulnerable. So I got that thing up to about 75, got it to 80 at one point, but man, it was screaming like, you know. But I made it all right. As soon as my wife saw her bike, oh, you should have seen it. She was so happy, so thrilled. So that was worth it right there.
I gotta say, you mentioning building a volcano in her seat just made me think of you bringing it home, and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much for bringing it home." She gets over to her bike.
No,
all proud of seeing her bike in her home for the first time. Then
oh no. No. What? Not that's not. No, there's no spell. Because when you clench and you pucker, you're actually, all your butt cheeks clench real hard, and they build a volcano. So that's where that comes from. And so I as she sat on it, because she wanted to sit down on her bike, and I said, "You feel that, huh? Feel what?" "That's the volcano I built on your seat." She goes, "I hate you right now." Oh man, but she's so super thrilled, really happy, and so she's got some motivation. She can't wait to go take her course tomorrow and Sunday. So she's really thrilled. Yes, and yes, tomorrow Brother Oni and I are gonna head out early in the morning, and we're going to go take a ride north where I live here, because it's farmland, and where we're going to go see Nina Chick, and she lives like right at the edge of the national forest here, not too far from there. And then once we say hi, we're going to keep going further north, come hit Richardson, and come back down on 1486. And a nice ride in the morning, nice relaxing ride, a lot of twisties. So really excited for that. I'm super.
I am gonna hate the morning when I first see him, when I first show up, because he's gonna be making fun of me.
Why would I make fun of you?
Because of my riding shirt.
Riding shirt? What?
Riding shirt.
I forgot all about that. So Oni was telling me about his shirt that he got.
All right, so
yes, go ahead.
Riding shirts
yes.
are flannels. They're like the armored flannel shirts and like mesh flannel shirts. And so I was, how long ago was it, Methos, when we went to your place to play Boarding Actions?
Yeah, it was.
Like 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I was telling Freak, I was like, "Hey man, since you got your bike, I'm gonna send you a link for some riding shirts." He's like, okay. So I pulled it up and I showed it to him. It's like, man, I was like, I already bought one, dude. They look way better than the picture. He goes, so what? When you got it, did you only just button the top button first and just left all of the other ones up? I was like, what do you mean? It took me like a minute for it to click. I was like, he's like, so what? You gonna roll up whenever we go on a ride? He's like, oh, what's up, fool? I was like, I hate you so much.
Yeah, dude, he cussed me out and up and down, man.
I was like, I hate you so much right now. And then I went along with it. Like, yeah, man, instead of a helmet, I'm just gonna wear a bandana that covers my eyes like that. Like this.
Oh my gosh, dude, I died laughing too, because he was like, cussing me up and down, bro.
With my dicky shorts, with my knee-high socks,
right?
with my chucks.
Like, orale, Holmes, let's go riding, man. Come on, fool. He was like, drop dead. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. No, man. It's going to be it's going to be a really nice ride. And he, by the way, he shared this last week on his pork chop. So he traded in his Frat Bob for that Lowrider ST, and it is nice. So he'll be able to ride comfortably. So super cool, man. Man. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. Really so excited. By the way, I took the trip already. I went to go see Nina Chick on my bike, and it's such a relaxing, chill ride. And, yep, it's gonna be fun, man. We're really gonna, it's gonna be enjoyable. So, and then tomorrow when we get back, we're gonna try to be back by noon. Our brothers are gonna be here and they're gonna meet us. You know, we're gonna play some boarding action. It's gonna be so freaking cool. We're gonna have Methos, me, Oni, Brother Atlas, and the amazing Raz. So it's gonna be fun, man. Good hangout time, good bro time. Really looking forward to it. Super excited, man.
I'm excited as well.
Yeah.
It'll be the first outing for my Ultramarines on the channel.
Sha. Also, Brother Oni, you know how we were talking about the temperature?
Uh-huh. Is that what it was? I told you.
No, you didn't tell me. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just told me what your temperature was. But what they were saying
Same
was
thing,
when you had
same thing as
So
the
oh,
Same thing.
horse crap.
Same
Oh my god. Oh, you're flexing. You're flexing. You're really flexing on me right now. Oh god.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna lock you back down in that basement. God dang it.
I mean,
I'll have to find a different
You got the
basement.
horn, you got the horn. Toot.
Stupid ass. No, it's so Oni had me do this this little project build, and
No,
I did it.
I didn't have you do it. I asked you.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It don't matter. So the problem we were having is this. See, this was supposed to be a base, right? But what was happening is I'm getting this separation. If I can get it to, and you can see it. It's if you go, there it is. So you can kind of see it. There's some of this separation between layers. It's not supposed to do that.
Like flaky biscuits.
Yeah, exactly. And it's horrible. And I could not figure out
Like
now.
flaky biscuits.
Yeah, flaky biscuits.
That's just me though.
No, you don't like flaky biscuits?
I said I do love me some.
Oh, I love flaky biscuits. Are you kidding me, man? I'll put someone's grandma for flaky biscuits. But the thing is, everything that I've read kept saying to increase, make it hotter, increase the temperature of the of the PLA. I'm like, so I increased it even more. I went from 200 degrees to 210. It was worse. Oh my goodness, it was so freaking bad.
Well, I don't know if you saw my message earlier where I was saying since my print failed last night, I was gonna print the other one.
Yeah.
So you could have a pair. Yeah, it failed. So.
Oh
so
wow.
After the show is done, I'm probably gonna re-level my bed and try it again.
Okay.
If
So
it does that way.
So I'm doing this one and I'm like, man, I'm looking at it. It's super smooth.
You're doing N1, right?
No, I did 2 this time.
Oh, you did N2?
Yeah, I did N2.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. So basically the body style, everything is same except for the top that's a little different.
Yeah, just the texture. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. But the thing
right.
is, the last time that I tried it, it was, man, I mean, it was jagged. It was like this, exactly like this. If I can actually look at that. That is supposed to be a smooth surface. There's nothing smooth about that. And I didn't think that having a temperature higher would do that or would cause that. So those of you who actually have FDM printers, you know, look at that. It's terrible. Anyway, so I'm looking now, and it is practically precise. It's crazy how good it looks now with the temperature turned down. So I'm thinking it is because of the PLA, and I don't know why that made such a difference, but reducing
each one's different.
Yeah,
Manufacturer is different.
But the thing is, because you've been successful with yours, so I want to try. I said, you know what can it hurt? So I dropped the temperature down to 190, and it is. I'm like, wow, that is so smooth. I've never seen it this. I didn't say you were smooth. I said the print was smooth.
I mean, I know a thing or two, you know.
Oh my God! Here he goes. Just somebody just. So let me see what else. So I think that is pretty much it for the pork chop. I have got to get started on Brother Atlas's Dornish tank. I need to get that cooking. I'll probably try to get the what do you call it? The hull started before the night's over. That way I can at least have that going. But yeah, man, that's it. That's my stuff.
Awesome. Myself, I set myself back this week. So I was painting up 2 and another, working on a third of these 3D printed Red Maker Scions last week. When we were on the show, we were doing a paint chat. I spent the whole paint chat working on these Scions. Then we did a hobby hangout afterwards. Continued to paint the Scions. I had 2 painted up by the end of the night and started on a third. By the end of the night, I went and just threw them in the drink. I just wasn't happy with the way they're coming out.
Really?
I
didn't know that.
Yeah. And so now keep in mind, this is April and we're on the 21st now. And 22nd if you're across the pond. And Pete from Mini Warzone, one of my favorite channels. You can find him down in the Friends of the Frosted Fist link below. Mini Warzone Pete has been doing an Astra Militarum April. And I was going to jump in with the challenge. He's working on 1 squad of Imperial Guard, infantry squad, as part his a challenge to himself for Astra Militarum April. And I was going to jump in, and because I've just been knocking out infantry this year, at least the first part of the year, I've been knocking out so much infantry. I've painted up a good 50 infantry just this year. So I was like, man, I'm on a roll. I'm going to go ahead and pledge 30 of these Scions and knock out 30 Scions this month. Here we are on the 21st. And because I've stopped and started and stopped and started and restripped.
So fatigue.
Sounds like me in the bedroom.
So I stripped several times to get the iteration I wanted.
Same thing.
I tried doing the white and Space Wolf gray, or Space Wolf gray blue color, and I didn't like it. It's like that off-white color Scion sometimes are. And then I went looking through Scion color schemes again, and I saw there's the Stormtroopers colors, which is black and red, and I liked it, but I wasn't feeling it, so I decided to keep elements of the Stormtroopers and the classic Scion's color. So I went back and did black like the Stormtroopers, but with the Space Wolf blue gray, the Rust gray and the Fang. I'm sorry, doing the 2 tones, layering it up, and it just seemed too muted. I still wasn't feeling it. But finally, on the 4th try,
hey, that looks good.
I found one I think I like.
Hold on, let me showcase that. Hold on. Use speaker.
One day I'll get an overhead lamp for this camera, so that way I can actually show things on the camera. But so I decided to keep the black from the Stormtroopers colors. And where I was going with the Fang and the Rust blue for that blue grayish, I just felt like it was too muted, so I punched up the blue a little bit with Caldor Sky, and I think the Caldor Sky and that gold really popped together off of that black. And the backpack for the Scions comes in 3 parts, so I went with the bedroll, just like on my Astra Militarum. I have memories of being in military school, and what we slept on anytime we did field training were these itchy green bedrolls that we took with us everywhere. That was like an itchy green foam. And that's what I remember from military school. So I always give the little like bed rolls at the bottom of the Astra Militarum backpacks this sickly green color because it takes me back to being in military school. I used the same Caldor Sky for one of the other packs on here, and I used Incubi Darkness and what's that other brand? Pro Acryl Jade to highlight for the third part of the backpack. And all together, I think these colors really pop nicely. And then for the leather bits, I just went with Snakebite leather. And I think these colors really work well. So kind of still in the same direction of where I started, but with that black from the Stormtroopers. Finally, I think I've got a Scion scheme I'm really liking. So anyways, I will probably base this guy up to complete the test model and throw him up on my Instagram or our Frosted Fist Instagram so that way you all can see it. But after many attempts on the fourth try, I think I found a color scheme I like. Hopefully, I'm going to cut my vow back for Mini Warzone Pete's challenge down to 1 squad of 10 instead of 3 squads of 10. But hopefully now that I have a color scheme that I'm happy with, the rest will go faster.
Very nice.
I think sometimes when you're just like trying to figure out what you like, that first bit, what is it called? Indecision paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're like, I don't necessarily know how I want to paint this up. You kind of keep putting it off and you don't have that grind, you know? But now that I know what I want, I feel like it's going to go faster.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really... Oh, sorry. Other thing, I didn't do a ton of hobby this week. Like I said, I did struggle bust through that. But the other thing I did was kind of... they're over there trying. I primed and zenithalled the D&D miniatures for my brother-in-law earlier. But I also did put the rest of my Ultramarines on bases, did the sand and rock effects on them.
Man, who painted those trash Marines?
These are the ones I was showing off last week on the channel, painted up by Brother Oni.
Hold on.
Except for these shitty-ass heat blooms. Those are mine. I like them.
That conversation was funny. He messaged me directly. He's like, hey, do you mind if I put my shitty heat bloom on these Eradicators? It's like, look, man, they're your models. Like, you don't have to ask for my permission. They're your models.
I just wanted to make sure I was paying respect to the artist and the art. So I put
you right now.
I'm not trying to be messy. I was like literally asking permission to pay respect.
Oh, no, it's what you asked, though. You could have said, you don't mind if I put my heat bloom effect on this, right? No. You don't mind if I put my shitty heat bloom on.
You know, I've gotten so used to saying it, I didn't even catch. I was like, I didn't even get what you were saying. Like, why do you hate me? I was just being nice.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's just it rolls off the tongue. Like, my shitty heat bloom. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
He's like, shitty head bloom.
So I got, let's see, that's a squad of 5, that's 10, another 10, that's 20, and then 3. I got 23 Ultramarines. Started basing, the rock parts are all done. They're painted up in the 3 layers that I use for the rocks. But I don't have any
by the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm putting your Ultramarines on pause right now, so that way I can work on my stuff, because they're just been sitting there.
Totally understandable, brother.
I'm just going to work on some of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
No, it sounded like you rushed me like a while ago. You're like, I mean, I would like to get a couple of games in before 10th edition. I was like, look, man, I'm going to get some of them done for you.
You know I'm not like all I said earlier was, hey, the one I used for an example, I want to bring it to the game tomorrow.
No, that's not how you said it. You were like, you better bring it tomorrow. Best bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Methos is pretty. Yeah, he's messy as hell, isn't he?
I was like, you gonna bring it? Bet.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first thing he said when he hopped on. He's like, look, man, I know I told you this earlier, I'm telling you again. That's bringing tomorrow. I was like, oh man, sorry, I forgot. Let me look for it right now.
So I got the rocks done, and they need the grass. I put the army painter grass on them, and then I have these flowers from Shadow's Edge Miniatures. They do like little different kinds of tufts, but they don't just do like bush tufts like army painter. They do all kinds. They do flowers. They do like scatter plants and stuff like that. They even have a set of cherry blossoms. Like, so that way you could put fallen cherry blossoms around if you're doing like an Asian theme. So they do all kinds of cool stuff. And I don't know, I find like I do some tufts, but I do the army painter static grass, and then I do the extra little tufts like the flowers and stuff like that. And then I know this is just me being extra, but I'm an extra kind of guy. I even sometimes I do the color of the flowers, since I got but one box of Shadow's Edge Miniatures flowers comes with like 7 different colors. And so it's like my troop choices get one color of flower. I think it's the yellow ones. My HQs get like the blue ones. So it's one of the ways I denote the squads. But yeah, so once I put all the plant life on there, those will be ready to go. We're doing a hobby hangout later on. I think I'm gonna finish that up and get those ready for our game night. I put together 500 point boarding actions list with my ultras, and I'm working on a list right now. I got to take inventory of what's in Razzy's box, but since Darklight's joining us tomorrow, I don't know if he'll want to play, but we're going to go ahead and make him a list for boarding actions. So I'm going to grab his Eldar.
Oh, no, man. He is going to play. He is going to play.
You going to play today?
He's like, oh, no, I'm just going to watch. He's like, no. You won't play. So, but I'm just here to watch. No. They ain't no watching.
Oh man. So that's my pork chop. Is got some Eldar in the works. Got some ultras. Got the D&D commission, and like I said, oh no, one more thing. Snickerot. So I was talking about Pete's challenge earlier. Also, Gorka Morka's workshop, Brother G, the Hyper Sapien, we had on 2 weeks ago. He's doing a challenge for war bosses or different bosses in his Gorka Morka's workshop. So I've got Boss Snickerot here, and I got him. That's because he's got the double daggers. He goes snick. And so I'll be working on him too. So I got several projects on the bench now, but luckily, like I said, I had a lull this week trying to figure it out, but now I've got some direction on where I want to go. My orcs, I feel like, I'll be okay with Snickerot because I've got my recipes pretty down pat for orcs. It's the old Snickerot. If anyone's interested,
the way you say Snickerot kind of sounds like you're saying Snicker, but Kakarot as well, like in Dragon Ball Z. So Snickerot, that's his name from now on. By the way,
damn you, Snickerot! I have to say it like Vegeta as well. I'll play Snickerot.
You better do it whenever you play him in your games too.
I hope I can play him because the way that they're changing special characters for 10th edition, and the way they're changing factions, I hope I can take him. I bought him long ago in his fine cast form because he just looked badass, and because, I own like 15 commandos. I like running commandos. And then I was like, so I got to have a commandos boss. And then I found out you can only take him if you play Blood Axes, and I play Goths. And I'm like, so I just bought this mini and I can't use him? And that's why he sat on the shelf for so long. I was like, you sit in there with your fine cast self. Actually, why does it sound like I'm hitting on him? Huh?
Did you ever finish that sculpt?
Sculpt.
The horse sculpt? The horse edition?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Had to click there.
His melee weapon.
His fifth leg.
you guys can see some real life 3D printing in action here. Watch as he takes the plate, the build plate from the 3D printer. Now you can see he's taking the model with his scraper, and just off camera here, he's using his scraper to peel the resin off the build plate, dunking it in his cleaning solution. Now, most people use straight into ISO. Freak dunks his into a cleaner and then follows it up with the ISO, so that way less of the resin is making it into his ISO.
That's his FDM.
You sure? I'm pretty sure that's his FD. I think that's his resin Leviathan arm print he's saying.
Oh, well, I'll just shut up then.
Now, talking about my projects, talking about how I've got 30 Scions on the desk, a couple of Eldar models, and about 23 Ultramarines. Oh, man. Grumpy said, that ain't nothing. I'm working on 130K Horde Barrel models. I need to get them tabletop and ready for Monday. He said, now go on. What you think you working on? Get good, son. Get on my level with 100 models. I was like, oh, shit, damn. Seriously, though, I wish I could paint like Grumpy. That man knows what he's about. Right now, I am taking... Oh, I got this cool new paint in, guys. I don't know. You guys, let me know. I hadn't even heard of this brand other than... I'd heard of Golden as in the heavy acrylics, like the artist acrylics that you get...
It's the same brand.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, I've only seen like their tubes of the...
Oh, yeah. I get
the heavy body acrylics. Focus. Okay, my camera does not want to act right tonight. But this is Golden high flow acrylics, which is really nice for miniatures. And it was a little more expensive for me. I got it off Amazon. It cost me about $9. But look how much more. You're getting like double of what you get. And this is a scale 75 bottle. I've got some Vallejo here. So you're getting like double your standard Vallejo bottle. So it is a little more pricey, but you're getting a good bit for it. And look how beautiful. I've got the tab where I just took off the top here. You can see. Look how rich and vibrant that green is. That is like if you took moot green and made it extra glowy. And you want to see a dried version, it's the same color that Oni did these Hellblasters in. Look how almost glowy and vibrant that is. Yeah. It almost, I have to say, the color almost kind of like catches the light. I wouldn't normally do it like this, but my friend Adam asked if I can make it ready so he can take them to Warhammer Fest. Nice. I mean, like, nice that he's taking your work, your badass work to be represented at Warhammer Fest. Maybe not so nice that, man, you've got a hell of a deadline now.
Isn't that next weekend?
Probably, but like maybe Monday's like the drop-off day. So that way he can get it to his friend and his friend can get ready for the trip. So, guys, I think this might be our last preview of the rules since 10th edition is going to be playable at Warhammer Fest. So, weekend after next.
Dude, so I'm setting up the hull for the Dornish tank, right?
Mm-hmm.
It almost takes up my entire build plate for the larger
The larger hull? Nice.
Yeah, that's right. Just nuts, dude. Slice of file.
Dorn is a beefy tank.
Yeah. That's why he'll come to your house and kick you in the nuts. I want to see a live action of that.
A live action of somebody getting kicked in the nuts by Dorn.
By Dorn, yeah. Mainly Oni. I want to see him get kicked in the nuts by Dorn.
Wow.
I'll just cut off his arm.
No! No. He's already missing a hand. Don't be a jerk.
It's all right.
Like, not
I'll cut
again.
I'll cut off his arm, and that way you can be matching.
So messed up, bro.
All right. So, what's up, lads? Hey, G, the Hyper Sapien, the man who's funkin' hungry. This morning, my man G did his first live stream. It was pretty awesome. I hung around in his chat for a good bit of the stream. I got off a couple times to take a couple work calls, but it was a good show.
Well, you know what I heard? And I think this is canon. I'm thinking. But they are changing like the electric cars, you know, right? The EVs, right? The electric vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
They're, you know how they're updating the new style battery so they last longer, right? Don't explode and all that stuff. From what I hear is that they're changing the inners, like the chemicals, like the acids and stuff. And from what I hear is that they're actually pumping that out from G's stomach to make that happen.
The man who can withstand triple spicy.
This
weird
guy
noodles.
is scary. I mean, he's just downing the stuff that would probably have me in tears in 5 seconds. What? I mean, he's flat out will wolf it down, and it's like
he wolfs down the first one,
and he's sweating. He's literally crying. And he goes, "I'm sweating. No, I'm not." I'm like, "Yeah, you're sweating. You're dying on the inside." Crying on like I'd be crying too. And he
So far-
that was really good. I'm like,
Yeah, he goes.
define good.
Yeah, he says, "I ain't no bitch."
He did. He's like, I'm like,
I asked him about that during his live chat today, and he's like, "Yeah, I think other YouTubers who do this challenge really just overreact." I was like, "Damn, that is like the humble brag, like, oh, I'm not just a badass. Everybody else is just being a weenie." I was like, "Oh, damn."
I'm like, what? No, that's my stomach on fire. I mean, really, it gets to the point where if I tried that, I'd have no stomach. It's just straight hole.
You know, I was really wishing that, man, that I didn't have pancreatitis, because that could be a fun video for the three of us.
No, it's not. No, no, not any universe. The word fun with what he did, they're not synonymous, sir.
I mean, maybe not the double pack. Like, so those who haven't seen the video, check it out.
Go watch it, please.
Not only does G set a record time for the triple nuclear noodle challenge, he sets a record time, but then he has a second pack just for fun. He's like, after all, I am a food review channel, and I hammered the first one too fast to really sit and talk to you about the flavor. So then he's just casually eating the second one and talking like it's not a thing. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, because he said, "I ain't no bitch."
He ain't no bitch, that's for sure. He, Sharks, and Puppet Orcs. It was a good show, yeah. So, man, I'm like, you know what? That could have been a great video, I think. Even though Freak's not sounding too confident. Could have been something like, you know, if we did something like talked about lore or something like that, and if we missed a question, take a bite of the nuclear noodles. That could have been fun. Sitting there, then sweating through the rest of the questions. We could have made it hobby themed. And then Freak begins the Chippendales routine. do you think, Freak? I think we could have totally done just like a quiz, a hobby quiz, and then every time we had a question wrong, we got to take a bite of the nuclear noodles.
I could do that. I mean, we could do that with anything, But yeah, actually, that wouldn't be bad.
That would be fun.
To do. Yeah.
Although, all I can do is wish. We can't actually do that.
Well, then don't bring it up.
Because I want to. I want to so bad. Anyways. I'm going to stop now before my missus comes over here and beats me up for my health.
I'm going to beat you. Oh, I'm in the same boat, dude. Those things I cannot do. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you picking that up? Because that's what I do. You put it down. I'm not supposed to lift anything more than 10 pounds. Since I had my surgery. And she's like, you want to be crippled for life? What? How am I going to be? This won't cripple. Oh. What you're saying is I'm not going to obtain the crippledom because I'm doing something stupid. It's going to be an after effect caused by an outer force, is what you're saying. And then she walks away.
When we go to the store, my love has the kiddos trained. So like now, just to mess with them, sometimes I'll do things like I'll get the, a thing of the nuclear noodles and try and sneak it into the basket. Beep will come over, snatch it out of my hands. What are you doing? Snatch. Then later on, we'll get to the Takis aisle. I'll get the Takis extra hot and try to sneak it into the basket.
That's when you put it in the head like, I'm dead, dang it! I don't get what I want! And then just,
Because I'm your pappy. You can't do this to me.
Can't do this to me. You don't belong.
So since I'm not allowed anything spicier than something super mild like Louisiana hot sauce, after watching G's video of tackling the nuclear noodles, I made myself some noodles the next morning. And I was like, all I can have is Louisiana, so.
I know. Dude, hey, let me tell you something.
I was like,
go watch it. Did you put his link on the
I will get the link right now, baby.
Link it. Let me tell you something, man. This guy has an iron stomach. No, titanium, because iron is also subject to decay. This man's stomach will make you cry. Bring hankies. Bring a tissue.
Where are you going with this?
You will cry. I'm just saying. Make you cry. The stuff that he eats.
Oh, later, Waylander. I promise we're getting to the news. I'm so sorry we didn't.
Oh, we should start on that way because we do have our time limit. So we have like 15 minutes. Jesus.
How do we always end up here?
I don't know.
Have a great night, Waylander. You get some rest, brother.
Oh, dang it. Let's do this.
We can never stay on subject, I'm telling you.
I mean, best wargaming show of all time, man.
Who's this we?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all three of us got so distracted. As a team, we got distracted.
Right?
Together.
I ain't doing nothing.
Grumpy Guy says, send me those nuclear noodles. Now I want to try them to see what you all are complaining about.
I want to see that.
I would love to see his reaction. He just eats them. He's like, what? Oh, man. For some reason, have you ever seen those people with the spicy no reaction videos?
I hate that.
I can just see Grumpy doing that. He's just like, 3 times spicy noodles. Eats it. He's like, Carolina Reapers. 5 habaneros. No reaction.
See, he's the kind of guy that will go to one of the scariest, jaw-dropping roller coasters and probably fall asleep on it.
G says, "Who was complaining? Us. All of us were talking about crying."
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
you.
We were just talking about saying stuff about that you shouldn't even be alive.
Damn.
The stuff that you ate, man, that should have put you down. I think that's what they do to
I wasn't
put
saying
people
that.
to
I was
sleep.
on his side. I was on his side. I was saying he ain't no bitch.
No, I know he said he ain't no bitch. He proved that. I'm just saying the stuff that he ate. I really think that's what they give people for execution. I do like, okay, you have been sentenced to death. Oh, by what? This really, really super crazy hot shit.
See, the soup.
He's like, you ain't scaring me.
The soup base that was left over from the soup, I would wish that would fall into the sculptor's eyes who made that scale file.
Before or after the shenanigans?
During.
During
the shenanigans.
First kick, whack. Then the spicy noodles
God.
in the eyes, and then the next kick.
Oh my God. Okay, guys.
Like that guy. I seriously don't like that guy.
I can't wait for everyone here to get to see it. It's a gorgeous sculpt. It's just, it ain't right, but it's a gorgeous sculpt. I'm going to take a shower. I'll see you guys later. Just take the phone with you into the shower, man.
Yeah.
We'll be there with you in spirit while you're showering.
Yes. Matter of fact, you should make sure you face it towards you.
Join the Zoom call.
Yes. Yeah. Join the Zoom
Then
call.
face it
That way
towards
we can take it towards you. So we're there
Think of
with
it, Think of it as
you.
Chippendale's audition tape as well.
Yeah. Wow, man, you're always thinking of business. I love that. On the fly.
That's why I'm
Man,
here.
you don't
Bring me the
miss a
cheddar.
beat.
Bring
Yeah.
in the cheddar.
No, not the cheddar, because that messes things up, especially with you since you're lactose intolerant. So I'm just
Hey, man,
saying.
So it's going to be a pizza day tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. Oh man. No, I think we're
Hey,
doing...
no, I can't do that because I'm gonna be on the bike.
Yeah, this is true. No, we're gonna. No, that's after though. Oh, that's right. You're gonna be on the bike on the way home. Yeah, is that the engine doing that? No, no.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah.
TMP said, "Ew, thank you for the tempting offer, but I'll have to pass."
What? That's what the ladies at Chipple Sales say to us. That's.
Grumpy said he had a spicy challenge in the UK. When I ordered, the staff asked me if I'm sure if I want it. I just laughed. It would have finished, but the barbecue. Oh, but I had barbecue before it. Ah, so this is another man who can handle this spice.
What's wrong with you guys, man? I just want to live.
All right, we got some terrain rules coming up, and we're going to take a look at how simplified they're going to be in 10th edition.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Terrain provides the benefit of cover rule to those units that can take advantage of it. As in previous editions, this adds 1 to save rolls against ranged attacks, but this time there's an important caveat. Having the benefit of cover will not improve saves of 3+ or better against weapons with an armor penetration characteristic of 0. This means a unit will never have its save improved to 2 up by terrain. Very interesting. Here it is. Benefit of cover. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model that has the benefit of cover, add 1 to the saving throw made for that attack, excluding invul saves. Models with a save characteristic of 3+ or better cannot have the benefit of cover against attacks with an armor penetration characteristic of 0. Then, multiple instances of the benefit of cover are not cumulative. A model cannot benefit from this rule more than once at any one time.
So in this one rule here, there's a lot to unpack here.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, notice there's only 1 benefit of cover. There is not dense cover. There's not heavy cover. There's it is just 1 cover.
It's a flat benefit, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it looks like we're doing away with the -1 to hit, which I gotta say was a pretty good defense boost if you were on the receiving end of the dense cover. But if you're the one shooting through cover, man, that could definitely be a ball lake. You know, I don't know about you, but I've missed several shots from going from 3 to hitting on 4s because of, where I am on the table, or 4s to 5s, or my poor orcs. How many times have I been like, well, I'm shooting through here, so 6s.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and how many of those were 6s?
That's fair. That's fair. So yeah,
complain.
that's true. I'm just saying, I like that it's just one kind of cover, nice and simple. Bob's your uncle.
Bob's not my uncle.
Wait, that's what he said. He said that it was safe to come with him because he was Freak's uncle.
Oh no, that's not right. I think you got the wrong uncle.
Oh,
I think it's the one with the candy. You shouldn't have talked to him. Did you accept the candy? You took the candy, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, you did. How are your knees? In the current edition of Warhammer 40,000, figuring out how units interact with certain pieces of terrain requires one of 4 terrain categories and a table of 12 different terrain traits, with typical areas having anywhere from 1 to 6 features to keep track of, which is exactly what we're saying. The new edition slims that down significantly, with rules entirely determined by the kind of terrain you are using. Now, deciding whether or not a unit has the benefit of cover is as simple as knowing which category their cover falls into. Craters, barricades, debris, hills, woods, or ruins. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. So, starting with craters. This category includes other small patches of terrain, such as rubble. It's the most simple type and functions like the area terrain of previous editions, granting cover to any infantry model standing wholly inside them. Even if the models are fully visible to the attacker targeting them, they get the cover.
I like that. That's just as simple as it was in 8th edition.
Yep.
You're in the crater, you get +1 cover.
Yep, craters and rubble. And there it is. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to an infantry model that is wholly on top of this terrain feature, that model has the benefit of cover against the attack. And then barricades. All sorts of terrain are classed as barricades, from Promethean pipes to ramshackle defense lines, and any model within 3 inches can claim cover so long as the object partially obscures them from at least one of their attackers, as the thickness of a barrier can often make it difficult to get within 1 inch of an enemy unit when charging from the opposite side. This terrain type also modifies the engagement range rules to include models within 2 inches, providing their attacking unit on the other side of the barricade.
Again, super simple.
Yep, here it is. Engagement range. In the charge phase, if an enemy unit is within 1 inch of this terrain feature, a charging unit on the opposite side of this terrain feature can still make a charge move against that enemy unit, provided it ends that charge move as close as possible to this terrain feature and within 2 inches of that enemy unit. In a fight phase, units are eligible to fight, and models can make attacks if the target on the opposite side of this terrain feature is and within 2 inches of them. And then you get the benefit of cover. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to an infantry model that is wholly within 3 inches of this terrain feature, and if that model is not fully visible to every model in the attacking unit because of this terrain feature, that model has the benefit of cover against the attack.
Super straightforward. Oh, also, again, going back to Simplified, did you notice that on the craters, it no longer is like affects your movement in the movement phase or the charging phase, but not in the advance. It's like before. It's kind of the wordings can be a little vague, but here it's just super simple. It's just if you're in the crater, you get covered. Boom.
Yeah, simple. And then debris. This terrain includes any bits and pieces that a unit can't end their move on, such as barrels, statues, and piles of discarded mech workshop parts. These confer cover when they partially block a model from the attacking unit, regardless of range or size.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. No, because that is part of what we use a lot of barrels and stuff.
Yes, I like this. Now, before, we would have to string along like a row of barrels to try and make a barricade, right? I like this because I think tables look more flavorful with random smaller pieces in between the big pieces.
Yeah.
It makes the table look more narrative, I think.
Yep.
And now there's actually rules for putting those small bits, because before it was like the small bits. It looks cool. There's no rules for them, and so now that even your little stuff, the little one-offs, like here in the picture, they've got like the little excavator drone, and the little construction vehicle there. Are there any rules for a downed construction vehicle? Not really. But if your Space Marine is hiding behind it, they're going to get cover. Okay, that's super simple, and I think gives a lot of flavor back. There's more reason to put those little bits of scatter terrain on the table now. Like we've got the things we haven't used in a while, like the wrecked land speeder.
Right.
Stuff like that. They never really had rules in 8th and 9th edition, and I think they'll have more of a place now.
So each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model, if that model is not fully visible to every model in the attacking unit because of this terrain feature, that model has the benefit of cover against the attack. Then you got hills. The hills terrain type also encompasses solid buildings that units can stand on, like the Battle Zone, Fronteris, Landing Pad, or Munitorum armored containers. Both models and other terrain features can sit on top of hills, provided that they don't overhang the edge. And like debris, the hill covers to anything it partially obscures. This often results in some dicey close-range firefights as the edge of the hill itself gets in the way of units shooting up and down at each other.
I like it.
Okay, here it is. It's hills and sealed structures. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model, if that model is not fully visible to every model in the attacking unit because of this terrain feature, that model has the benefit of cover against the attack. And then
before with that kind of thing, it used to be like I'm peeking around and I can only see one model in your unit.
Right.
I can shoot the whole unit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now if I can only see one unit, it's like, well, you're going to get cover because I can only see the front guy. So I think that's good.
Yeah. And in woods, this is interesting. Woods and forests are a little more involved than the rest. Any model fully inside the wood or viewed through an area of woodland terrain by a unit that is also not inside it is never considered to be fully visible and receives the benefit of cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Woods, twisted woodlands, and alien flora grow on many strewn battlefields, blah, blah, blah. Visibility, models and units that are wholly within this terrain feature are never considered to be fully visible to an observing model. Similarly, if a model that is not wholly within this terrain feature must look through or over this terrain feature in order to draw a line of sight to another model, then that other model is never considered to be fully visible to the observing model. So, it will have the benefit of cover from this terrain feature. Aircraft and towering models are the exception to this. Visibility to and from such models is determined normally, even if the terrain feature is wholly in between them and the observing model. So models that are wholly within this terrain feature can see out of it normally. So you got, aircraft or towering models like knights and stuff, they'll be able to see him.
Yep.
And it's fair. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, good, simple.
Yep. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model, if that model is either wholly within this terrain feature or it is not fully visible to every model in the attacking unit because of this terrain feature, that model has a benefit of cover against the attack. And then finally, ruins. These wrecked and damaged structures completely block visibility of all models through their footprint, regardless of how much you can see through their fancy Gothic windows. Otherwise, models outside can shoot in and models inside can shoot out. Since particularly tall ruins can give attackers an advantageous position, they also come with the plunging fire rule. That is new, which improves the armor penetration characteristic of a ranged attack by 1 when the attacking model is more than 6 inches above ground level and shooting at a target on the ground, making it a great way to get around other units' cover.
I like that.
Yeah, so if you have a vantage point where you can kind of shoot like diagonally from top down, yeah, I believe that's what it's saying.
Badass. Yeah, like if shooting from the second floor of the room.
Yep. Oh, I can see you. Yeah. Here it is. Plunging fire. Each time a model that is wholly within this terrain feature makes a ranged attack if that model is 6 inches or more vertically from ground level, and every model in that target unit is at ground level, improve the armor penetration characteristics of that attack by 1. Basically, it's almost like, you have no cover. So that means it will really cause us to actually, change positions. Like, I'm going to seek a higher ground.
Yeah, now there is a tactical benefit for being on the upper floor of ruins.
Yep.
I like it a lot.
Yep. Each time a ranged attack is allocated to the model, if that model is either wholly within this terrain feature or it's not fully visible to every model in an attacking unit because of this terrain feature, that model has benefit against that cover. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the amazing rules for cover. Oh, let's see.
So, what do you think of these cover rules so far?
I freaking love it, dude. I think that's it's simplified. It's I don't have to keep looking at the damn book for let me see what kind of cover or bonus or limitations will I get for this particular type of cover.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's simplified. I love it a lot, and every little variation is like very intuitive.
Yes.
Like, okay, this is going to be the same cover, but next to barrels. This is going to be that same cover, but next to a hill.
Right.
It's going to be the same cover, but yeah, it's all very similar enough to not make you go flipping through pages.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that'll help overall, the game time.
One thing I found... Oh, go ahead.
Uh-huh. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, one little thing I found a little bit, possibly frustrating was the fact that Space Marines can't get the +1 for cover against AP0. But it's like they get cover for anything bigger than a 0, though. AP0, right?
Right.
And like in all the stories I've read about Space Marines, they don't typically dive for cover against light arms, light fire and stuff like that. They typically walk through light fire, relying on their armor to see them through it. So I guess story-wise it works, but it's just it's just one more thing that can blink away at my Space Marine armor,
Right. Okay, Mia, I'll give you one more and then we'll call it. What would you like to go into? What?
I think the other thing on our thumbnail is the transports.
Got it. Transports are the fast and flexible way to travel. Oh, yeah. About the Primaris getting into your normal stuff. This is so freaking cool.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. Okay, here we go. In the past, only certain units were allowed to bundle out of a transport on the same turn it had moved, presumably due to the strict health and safety regulations at this point in history. But with the galaxy tumbling into turmoil, these concerns have fallen by the wayside. Now, any embarked unit is free to hop out once a transport has moved. That's cool. Provided the vehicle didn't advance or fall back. They can also shoot, but can't make a charge unless they disembark before the vehicle moves. This is a major improvement for mechanized armies that love to leap from their vehicles and blaze away at close range, like the friggin' Tau, Astra Militarum, Eldari, and power armor-clad warriors of all varieties. You still can't embark and disembark on the same turn, but you don't need to keep your engine running for a turn before the doors open, which, coupled with their newfound durability, makes fielding transports more appealing than ever. So yeah, basically tuck and roll and climb out.
Dude, the fact that you can now shoot after you've moved your Rhino, move it up, let your Marines get out, let them blaze away with their guns.
That's pretty freaking amazing.
Your threat range on your standard Marines are going to be so much better now.
Yeah, definitely. In the past, certain open-top vehicles allowed the troops inside to fire out, and this has now been consolidated into a universal firing deck X rule. Just choose one weapon each from a given number of embarked models, such as a plasma gun and a melta-gun from some Cadian shock troops riding in the Chimera with firing deck 2. And the transport will count as if it is equipped with them for their own shooting attacks. That's pretty cool. So basically, it's as if the tank or the vehicle has that weapon set on its own, like part of the vehicle itself.
Yep.
But it's your troops that are actually, utilizing those weapons that are.
Yeah,
firing
they're
out.
popping out a window, dude. It's just like all the chase.
It's
scenes.
realistic.
Yeah, it's like every movie you've ever seen where somebody, gets out of the sunroof, and starts firing away.
Absolutely.
I like it.
Yep, it's called firing decks. So some transport models have the firing deck X, which X is the number listed in their abilities. Each time such a model is selected to shoot in the shooting phase, you can select up to X models embarked within it. Then for each of those embarked models, you can select one ranged weapon that embarked model is equipped with. So until that transport model has resolved all of its attacks, it counts as being equipped with all of the weapons you selected in this way, in addition to its other weapons. Previously, embarked troops couldn't benefit from buffs, but now, because the transport itself is making an attack, their weapons gain any boost the vehicle does. Oh, crap. For instance, an orc mech can use his Mechaniac ability to act as a powerful force multiplier for the battle wagon's monstrous firing deck 22.
Dude, so shout out to all of our orc fans in the community right now with a big old wah! Firing deck 22?
Yeah.
Firing deck 20. You can just roll around your battle wagon with all the DACA.
Yep.
And then if you put that death wheel on front that I love taking,
Oh, God.
shooting around with 22 DACA, and then all of a sudden just ramming stuff, with the front wheel. It is going to be a hell of a fortress, I think.
Yeah. So here's
I was just going to say, or Freak's going to open up with his eradicators and just blow it off the table.
that would be the thing. Yeah, I would try that. Yeah. Oh, you want to try that silliness? Okay, hold on. I got eradicators. I got 40,000 I printed, so here you go. Mechaniac, at the end of your movement phase, you can select one friendly Orcs vehicle model within 3 inches of this model. That vehicle model regains up to D3 lost wounds. And until the start of your next movement phase, each time that vehicle model makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. Each model can only be selected for this ability once per turn. That is insane.
You could have Orcs hitting on 4s, baby. That's awesome.
No.
I agree. No.
Looks like my mechs are coming back to the table.
All right, here we go. Rapid deployment. It's called Tarox. Units can disembark from the transport after heads advanced. Units that do so count as having made a normal move that phase and cannot declare a charge in the same turn, but can otherwise act normally.
That is cool.
The Landraider reclaims its assault ramp, meaning passengers can declare a charge on the same turn they disembark. That is totally different. If this sounds like a return to the glory days of delivering Terminators hot and fresh into headlong assaults, you'd be right. But it's not the only Space Marines transport with newly found flexibility. Minus a couple of exceptions, Space Marine transports no longer care whether a Primaris unit is riding in the back or not. It's about freaking time.
Just like
Holy
Lizzo says, baby,
crap.
it's about damn time.
I can't stand you right now.
What did he say?
I said,
Don't.
Lizzo says,
God
baby,
dang it.
it's about damn time.
You're not invited tomorrow.
No.
In a minute, I'm going to need some kitty kibble.
Where's the
Chicken
mute?
me up.
Oh, God.
Why you laughing?
Oh.
Because I'm going to show up anyway.
Repulsor transport. This model has a transport capacity of 12 Adeptus Astartes infantry models.
Oh, my
Each
God.
jump pack, Wolfen, Gravis, yeah. So each jump pack, Wolfen, Gravis, or Terminator models takes up the space of 2 models, and each Centurion model takes up the 3 space. I can take my damn Centurions. All that good stuff.
Centurions, Wolfen,
They're in it, baby.
Terminators,
Oh,
in
my
a
gosh.
repulsor, baby.
Holy crap. That is so cool.
That's going to be amazing.
Any other
That's all fun and dandy, but what about my custodians, my golden boys? My golden boys.
I mean,
No one cares.
we'll have to see which of their transport abilities they get. But being that they're
All right.
I'm just saying there's no word yet, but we'll see what they get.
I'm sure
No,
they
no,
get. I'm
but
sure they're
that-
going to be the same.
Those three all right to me, because they weren't directed toward you.
No, they're toward me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
person who's
gonna,
in, nobody cares.
he's gonna eat cheese. I know it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna no. Many other transports get a new lease on life with characterful rules of their own. The Chimera is often used as a command post by Astro-Military officers. So now they can bark orders from relative safety with the mobile command vehicle rule. And here it is. Mobile command vehicle in your command phase. One officer model embarked within this transport can issue orders, even though it's not on the battlefield. When doing so, measure distances to and from this transport.
That's awesome.
And then Falcon Grav Tank, blah, 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 blah. Fire support. Shooting phase after this model has shot. Select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Until the end of the turn, each time a friendly model that is embarked from this transport this turn makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, you can re-roll the wound rolls. That is so cool.
That is awesome.
So there you go.
I think Darklight has a Falcon.
I think so too. Oh god, that's the thing. Hold on. Where is oh geez, hold on. That's still going on. Where is it? It's off. There. Okay, it's off. Good night.
Hey, got some love for this. So in the chat from my lovely lady Lily.
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
Let's see. Turn that off. Kill that. Alright. Oh, turn it off.
While you're fixing that, I wanted to talk about some of these abilities we already looked at. Dude, the transports, I think rhinos are getting firing hatch 2. And so, if you take a squad of 10, you can get one special weapon on a tactical squad. You can get one special weapon, one heavy weapon, right?
Right.
So if you imagine 2 of your Imperial Fists popping out the top of the hatch with a las cannon and a plasma gun. And all of a sudden, this rhino, which never you really used to think of as damage before, right? It's like, I get a couple of Stormbolter shots, no big deal. No, now your rhino is a threat because it's got a las cannon and a plasma gun blasted away. So
that's pretty wild, man.
That is awesome, I think.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Just you replace Danny DeVito's head with the rhino. So anyways, I started blasting. Also, Freaks Rhinos now speak like Danny DeVito.
Yes, everyone. I don't know why.
At the bottom of our article, they said, let us know which Primaris Marines you want to see to be able to drop out of a drop pod. And currently, it's all non-Gravis, non-jump pack Primaris Marines. Yeah. So, at first, I was really excited because I was like, man, imagine some aggressors jumping out of these things. But apparently, no Gravis. But there's still some awesome stuff. Like, the Hellblasters, sometimes they're deadly, but their range sometimes makes them sit out of the fight for a while. Boom, drop them down into drop pod, and now you're not only got a Hellblaster threat, but now you're double tapping because you're within 9 inches.
Yeah, I think that's pretty damn cool.
I think it would be badass.
Oh.
All right, so that is the news this week. Transports, looking at new transport abilities. Mini warm-up, what's up, baby? How you caught us just as we were wrapping up, my brother. I am so sorry.
Tacos? No.
What?
He usually has tacos or spaghetti.
Oh, or nachos.
Nachos,
really
yeah. Last time was really nachos, yeah.
Really enjoyed the nacho picks last week.
Yeah, man.
No
those
tacos.
were good, yummy.
But that brings us to the end of our news segment, guys. I'm going to start with Brother Oni. What do you think of the new rules so far?
Seal of approval. Oni approves.
Approve.
Nice. Freak, what are your thoughts tonight?
I love it, dude. I'm excited. I mean,
My name is Oni, and I approve this message.
I'm really freaking
what is
excited.
it that Commander Shepard says? Is I'm Commander Shepard, and and I
Oh, this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
yeah, there you go.
I'm super stoked, man. I think I'm as excited as I was before 8th edition came out. When they were now saying, and we're really talking it up and showing how simple. I think they're trying to go back to that, and I love it. I love the idea that they're trying to make it not simple, but simplified, right?
Right.
We don't need it simple. We need it simplified, and again, it's going back to people that never played before are going to want to play, which I think it's great. As a matter of fact, we know people who have not played in 9th, and it's like, and they're really looking forward to playing in 10th. That's cool. That is what it's all about. Is bringing the core community back. So good job there. Don't screw it up, GW.
I saw several people in a couple of streams this week saying, "Hey, 10th edition, all the news of 10th edition looks easy and is making me want to come back to the game." So,
Yep. Yep.
I think that many people are like, "I think this is my time to come back." That's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
No, Freak, simple for us simpletons. It just makes me think of the old Slap Chop commercials. It's so simple. All right, so guys, you can tell the three of us, we're pretty hyped. Hyped for the new edition. Hyped for some fresh rules, some simplicity in our lives.
Simple.
Some hyped for some amazing bike rides for these fine gentlemen tomorrow, and hyped to hang with our other brothers, Darklight and Atlas, as we get our boarding actions on tomorrow. So we're really stoked looking at a great weekend, and I hope all of you guys have a great weekend too. If you guys like tonight's episode, please make sure that you grab up an ox and smash the like button in the name of the Emperor. Drop us some comments down below, especially if you're watching from the archives. Feel free to be part of any of tonight's ridiculous conversations. And if you guys are not yet subscribed to our friends of the Frosted Fist in our link tree down below, and if you're not subscribed to these three handsome guys, we would love to have you as part of the pack here on the Frosted Fist. So subscribe. Until next time, guys.
Stay frosty.